Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the show that's on in the afternoon. Glad to have you here with us.
Favorite guest alert.
There you go. Yes.
So excited.
Lots of our favorite guests lately.
Very
Really awesome.
Yes, sir.
In studio here with us today, we have got Carol Sullivan and Pastor Jeff Gatlin. We're going to be talking about the Run for Peace.
Yes. It's
Very
our favorite
exciting.
run of the year.
It's a great run.
Yes. I feel like
Really
it
is.
kicks off the year for runs. It's so good.
It's a great one. So we're going to get all the info from them here very, very shortly. And, of course, we'll have your events, your funnies, all that good stuff that you love about this show. Coming at you right after we tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Since 1949, been more than just a dealership, a family-owned beacon of trust, and we're lucky to have them right here in St. Augustine. Honesty, integrity, and community service, those Bozard family traditions continue to thrive to this very day. State-of-the-art service facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane if you just need to pop in and out, no appointment needed on your lunch break or something. And you can also enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're out there. They had a beautiful 2023 Ford F-150 that they brought out to, not an F, I think it maybe have been an F-250.
Uh-huh.
Big one. They brought it out to the Florida Man games, and lo and behold, it is now driving around. Saw it yesterday. Somebody bought it before I could buy it.
Teasing you like you should have bought it at the Florida
I
Man
know.
games.
I should have just bought it at the Florida Man games.
Could have been iconic.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was broke that day. As broke as I've ever been.
Yeah.
And none of that has changed. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they offer the best in pricing, selection, and service. Just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, the Bailey Group, over 300 companies and organizations trust the Bailey Group to carefully craft a benefits program that supports and reflects their vision. No matter where you want to go, they're going to help you get there together. Their first priority, helping you take care of yourself and your family. That's a great first priority, by the way. They want to learn more about your personal situation, sit down with you, identify your dreams and your goals, understand things like your risk tolerance, because that's going to help them build the perfect plan for you that's going to serve all your needs. Long-term relationships that encourage open and honest communication have always been the cornerstone of their foundation of success. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. All right.
Yes, let's go.
Carol Sullivan, Pastor Jeff Gatlin, how are y'all doing this afternoon?
Doing great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're excited to be here.
We keep bringing you back because of that great accent. I don't know why we bring Pastor Jeff back, but Pastor Jeff, how are you, sir?
I'm doing awesome. How are you? Well, no, I was going to say a lot of times I'll go speak with our coworkers and they're like, I don't want to speak after Jeff. Well, I don't want to speak after Carol.
Yeah,
I know.
Because redneck over here just comes through the waves
It's not as
redneck.
eloquent.
Yeah, no, it's not.
As eloquent.
I practice though. I say banana. Like I try to practice the things, but it doesn't work out for me.
So our first question will be for Carol.
I'll be leaving now.
You can. We don't have anything else for you, sir. No, I'm kidding. Calm down. Carol, tell us about the Run for Peace and what can we expect on race day?
So we're excited. It's our 11th year of doing the race, Run for Peace. It starts at St. Augustine Beach Pier. It's on April 5th, Saturday, April 5th. The race starts at 8 a.m. So we recommend coming early, finding parking because you have to use public parking.
Mm-hmm.
Come in early so you're ready to start at 8 a.m. If you haven't registered yet, you can go online at www.runforpeace5k.org and register there. We have our packet pickup, starts at 6:30 a.m. on race day, or you can pick it up outside our thrift store, if anybody's been at our thrift store, on A1A.
Yeah.
We'll have packet pickup there at between 4 and 7 p.m. on Friday the 4th. But yeah, it's a great community event, and we just invite it. It's kid-friendly, dog-friendly, and so we just invite the community to come out and enjoy the morning.
So hot topic, Miss Carol, what is the color of the T-shirt this year?
We are going teal.
Yes! Oh, I love it.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a tropical theme this year.
Okay.
And the T-shirts will be teal. We haven't had a teal shirt in a while. So.
I feel like you were the muse behind this teal movement with the tropical and the. No, not saying that.
Not at all.
So,
No, okay, well, there you
You
go.
think I have say in any of this? I just show up and do what I'm told.
That's good. That's good. Me too.
He
It's
barely
actually,
even gets the shirt.
I just got a shirt from last year this morning.
Oh,
This morning.
very
Yes.
valued member of the team, obviously.
Absolutely. Irreplaceable.
Yeah, that's right. So, Jeff, you spent a lot of time with the Betty Griffin Center. How does the center impact our community on a day-to-day basis?
Well, we have our shelter, and we have our hotline, 904-824-1555. Someone can call that 24/7. I'm in schools. We have community education going on. We have prevention going on. We have people who are on going to the library, sitting in public libraries, getting out information. We're everywhere we can to get our information out so that people know that our shelter's available, so that people know that our services are available. You know, you can get counseling and therapy for lifetime for free. If you're a survivor of domestic violence, you can call our hotline and we can get you plugged in to any and all of the services that we offer.
how is staff doing these days? I mean, did you have to ramp up staff with our growth and population?
Yeah, I mean, we're growing. We actually right now have a lot of interns, and a lot of those interns turn into
That's fantastic.
employees. So it's been fun. Our relationship with some of the colleges in the area and different places where they're coming in, they're doing an internship, they're learning under our children's therapist or our adult therapists, and they're falling in love with the work and enjoying making an impact, one session at a time. And next thing you know, they're employed and working for us.
That's great.
And this is one of the biggest fundraisers of the year for you guys, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Does the proceeds that you raise, does it go to a specific program or all different facets of Betty Griffin?
It goes to all different facets. I mean, all our fundraisers will help fund our shelter and our services because it's free for survivors in St. Johns County. So all our fundraisers help so that we can continue to keep our services free.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That's huge. What about things like sponsors? How can sponsors get involved? Because I imagine that's a big part of, I know it's a big part of putting on events.
Yeah, so we still have sponsorships and available. A business can partner with us just for the race, but ideally we have our new ambassador program, which we started last year, which helps with all our events throughout the year. And we're doing 4 events now.
Oh, great.
So it's a really good partnership with local businesses. And we have levels starting from $250 up to $25,000. So
That's fantastic.
we're very excited about the program, and it really does help build a partnership between the businesses. They can market their companies through our events, and I think it is a really good deal that we have going on. That they get their logo out there. They show that they partner with the community, and they're helping support services for women and children and for families in St. Johns County. So it does put them in a good light as well as benefit and help us raise funds.
Pastor Jeff, what do you see, out there with, all the different services? What are some of the challenges you face to get this out to the community?
Honestly, the challenge is just people knowing that we're there.
Yeah.
Being able to be on shows like this in the afternoon and just be able to raise awareness and have people know that our services are there. As a pastor, I've had people come through my ministry and say, I'm a survivor of domestic violence and I just don't know where to go. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you came to the right place.
Right.
Here's the phone number. Here's how we get you in. Here's your intake paperwork. Here's how it rolls. And we get them in touch with the people that can get them plugged into our
How
services.
delicate is that conversation, though? You know what I mean? Like, you really got to pull back from life a little bit and say, let's examine this world and making sure you get the right services that you need.
Honestly, I just start out by thanking them for trusting me with their story. Thank you for trusting me with your story. And then I just listen. And then I tell them how we can get them plugged in. And then they take it from there. We've got advocates that are amazing who will sit down and fill out the paperwork and get them into whatever services they need and get it. I mean, we're being infiltrated. So we've got a lot of people needing our services, but we get them in as fast as we can and get them taken care of as quickly as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's huge. No, and a lot of people don't know. I mean, I'm somebody who's been going to the Betty Griffin thrift store half of my life.
Absolutely.
And I never really knew what the main message until really you and I connected and we
Right.
started having these conversations.
Yeah.
And that was just a few years ago. But, I think it is. That's got to be a big part of it.
Right.
Is just letting people know what you actually do.
And I respect that because I was a youth pastor doing ministry in town and knew of the Betty Griffin Center, but had no idea what they did. 19 years ago, I walked into a training that I now teach.
Yeah.
And I walked into a training and they started talking about power and control and domestic violence and abuse and survivors and trauma and all these things. And I thought, man, I went to a lot of school. We won't talk about how long it took me to get through college, but I went to college for a long time. And
I'm still not done with high school, by the way.
Right, we know.
I know.
Yeah. You're still trying to get on that bus and go to grad night?
No. I take my own buses down to Universal.
There you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I had never been taught any of the things that go on in domestic violence, and that's how I got into this field. It just hit me, and I went, man, I've been doing this wrong for a long time, and there's all these things the Betty Griffin Center does that I knew nothing of. I'd go to the thrift store when I needed an appliance or something, and here I am on the other side of it. There's spokesperson for the last 18 or 19 years.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And Carol, your journey, what is it like, working for Betty Griffin Center?
Oh, I love working there. I've been here almost 3 years now. And it's just something totally different from what I used to do. I used to be in the food business.
Oh, wow.
But my first connection with Betty Griffin was when I was running a business from home, I actually did a fundraiser for Betty Griffin. We had a tragedy in our neighborhood, and I wanted to bring awareness. So I partnered with Betty Griffin, and I actually did a quarter auction for them back in 2016, I think.
Which this is kind of coming up, right? We can tease it a little bit. That's cool.
So that was my first, I started working a little bit with Kenley, doing some donations and a couple of things whenever I could through my business. So that was how I found out
That's
about
fantastic.
it.
And you brought your
now I'm working
innovations.
there, so
I love
it's
it.
exciting.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a mission that just draws people in, isn't it? I mean, you get involved and you can't help but continue to be involved.
Especially, before I was with Betty Griffin, I came in, when I moved here, I did not realize how much domestic violence was around us. And I had several friends, and it just made such an impact on me, like not knowing how to help them, where can they go, what can they do. So there's definitely a huge need for our services, I bet. And there's so many new people coming to the area as well, and they don't know about us. So it's important that we get the word out and do these events and bring awareness.
And just registering for this race actually helps this organization incredibly, right?
Absolutely.
Even if they can't make it on race day is what I'm getting at. Just one registration can actually help save a life.
Yep.
Yes. And they can, if they can't make it on race day, they can register as a virtual.
Cool. Okay.
And they'll still get a medal and a T-shirt.
That's fun. Yeah,
Mail
get that
it to
teal
them.
T-shirt. Yes.
Yeah, that's huge. That's awesome. So and they can register at runforpeace5k.org, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. And then Jeff, there's also a hotline if anybody's in crisis.
Absolutely.
At any time of the day, they can call Betty Griffin Center,
The
correct?
cool thing about our hotline, it's 904-824-1555. The cool thing about it is a lot of times when you call a hotline for help, you're calling an operator who then patches you over to someone. When you call our hotline, you're talking to one of our advocates who works at the shelter.
Right away.
Whether it's night, day, whatever, you're talking to someone who is doing the work, who is helping people, who is in the midst of it, who is fully trained and have got thousands of hours of experience. So you're actually talking to someone that can help you right there on the spot. You're not waiting to be, transferred to someone, to transfer to someone, to transfer to someone.
And then you're going to get a call next Wednesday.
Exactly.
When you needed it.
Yeah, we'll be in touch with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when someone's going through something like this, it takes a lot of courage to just step out and have that conversation.
Yeah.
And when they want to have that conversation, we want to empower them from that second to start their journey to healing.
Right.
And we're able to do that because our advocates are answering the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's powerful. It's huge. And you guys are literally saving lives. I mean, it's such a big deal what this organization does for our local community. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Give me your websites, give me socials, all that stuff that people can follow you, keep up with you on a regular basis so they know what's going on.
Our website is bettygriffincenter.org. And we usually, it's updated with all our events, and you'll be able to link to the race there as well.
Great.
We do have a Facebook page, which is the Betty Griffin Center. Instagram is also Betty Griffin Center. And you can find us there. We're on all the social.
Great
Awesome.
organization to support. This is awesome.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for doing what you do and for coming in here and letting people know about it today.
Yeah, thank you for having us and for all that you do.
Oh, we got you. We got you.
Appreciate you having us here today. So
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Run for peace.
Always
Here we
good to
go.
see you guys.
So
That's it.
excited.
Always great to see you too. Better to see you than Pastor Jeff sometimes. But I'm just kidding. I'm
Turkey
just
talk.
great friends with Pastor Jeff. So we
were.
do that.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Okay,
I remember those days.
All right. That's great. Okay.
He's got keys to heaven.
He does. I know. Can't argue with that too much. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
guys.
coming by.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a good one. And people really do look forward to this one. And yeah, the shirts.
Shirts
People love the shirts, man.
They have the best shirts.
Yeah.
Yes. Every year.
All right, man. Hey, got to give you a big shout out to our friends at Old Town Trolley, where you can sit back and relax as their licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views on their open-air trolleys. Guests going to enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights, like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. Their 90-minute tours feature about 22 stops, cover more than 100 points of interest in our town, and you can use your ticket all day for on and off boarding. Trolley ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach bus shuttle service. They're the Green Trains, and they're awesome.
And Steve Chapman's All-American Air is A for awesome.
There you go.
They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All-American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at Steve Chapman's All-American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. You got to ask yourself, when's the last time somebody came over, gave it a good checkup, make sure everything's running efficiently? Well, get on one of those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
And Bin 39, my favorite place on St. George Street to hang out in the courtyard, enjoy the breeze, and have a few glasses of wine. And if you like what you're drinking, you can take a bottle home. They got over 95 wines for you to choose from on hand at Bin 39. I have the hiccups already just thinking about drinking their wine. They're open from 8 to 8 daily. They've got live music almost every day out there on their patio. Just a great atmosphere, great vibe for St. George Street. You got to check them out next time you're downtown.
And follow them on socials. They have a lot of specials. Great socials. Great team. Yeah.
All right, it's horoscope time.
Oh.
Scorpio, Sagittarius. We will start with Scorpio. Prepare your inner lair, because today secrets will surface like mold on forgotten bread. And they're just about as appetizing. Your sharp tongue will likely land you in more troubled waters than you can row through.
Lord.
Unfortunately, your wit is the only thing keeping you afloat in this leaky boat of doom. Doom. Who says doom? Villains
the stars,
say doom.
Apparently.
Doom, you fool. People will appreciate your honesty as much as a fly in their soup. Deep down, you know you'll continue to wonder why people always seem so shocked by your intensity. It's like they've never met a live volcano.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Okay.
Mount Etna.
Okay. Huh?
That's a live volcano in
Okay.
Sicily. Yeah.
Oh,
Going
in
off right now.
Sicily.
It is.
Oh, is it going off right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're doomed.
They're doomed.
All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. The world is your oyster, and unfortunately, it's probably gone bad.
Oh.
Just like the missions you set off on today. Your adventures might lead you to where the grass is greener, except it's AstroTurf, and you can definitely tell during your lackluster quest for enlightenment.
Ooh.
Misplaced enthusiasm will be your...
Friend?
Nope.
Pinnacle?
Guide.
Okay.
I just skipped one of the words. I don't know what that word is. Never seen it before.
Oh, French.
Through this, it probably is. Or it's probably American and I'm just an idiot.
Canadian, duh.
Yeah, Canadian. No, stupid 51st state. Through this roller coaster of disappointment. By nightfall, you'll be sighing deeply, there we go, at your own reflection and wondering why every plan today was a box of mixed nuts. But
D's.
but only you got the duds. When I worked in DC, there was a commercial that ran on our radio station all the time for a company called D's Nuts.
Really? So it's a thing?
Yes, and it was a hilarious ad. It was hilarious as it should have been.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, put D's Nuts in your mouth.
That's amazing. I would buy them. Well, obviously. Sorry, I walked into that one myself.
You did.
Whoops. Well, you can walk into Sarbez. Billy Strings After Hours is happening April 3rd, 10 p.m. This is happening multiple days. So April 3rd through April 5th, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. What's going on? Come boogie down with some psychedelic blues grass all weekend. That's what it says. Blues grass. Yeah, blues grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All weekend long after Billy MF Strings.
Billy motherfucking Strings!
That's what it sounds. That's what it says. I'm like,
that's great.
This is a wonderful read.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Brian. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Songs from the Road Band, Remedy Tree, Grandpa's Cough Medicine, and the Firewater Tent Revival will be performing. Sarbez will be serving up grilled cheese, craft beer, you know them, and a full barcode until 2 a.m. each night. Check them out. You know where they are. Sarbez.
Sarbez. I like Sarbez a lot.
Yeah,
Rebels out there at Sarbez.
Yes, they are. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Hope Eternal. This is St. Augustine Community Chorus. Talk about rebels. Here we go. Featuring Dan Forrest's Requiem for the Living. Saturday, May 10th at 7:30 p.m. at the Cathedral. With special guest, the Bel Canto. Songs of, what does that say? Oyster Daytona. Excuse me. It's a cursive handwriting.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Visit staugustincommunitychorus.org or go to them on Facebook for more information. But yeah, Saturday, May 10th, Hope Eternal. Requiem for the Living.
All right.
Hey, our friends over at Sabrage, Sunday Fun Day at Asado Life and Sabrage Party Boat is happening Sunday, April 6th, 1 o'clock p.m. The Landfall Band will be there, which is a great Jimmy Buffett tribute band that we know and love all over town. Awesome. Check this out. St. Augustine's favorite party boat, Landfall, will kick off the event the first of the weekend, the afternoon. So don't miss this inaugural event. Very, very cool. April 6th, Asado Life in St. Augustine and Sabrage.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We thank our friends at Elace Med Spa as well, where you can refresh, rejuvenate, and glow at Elace. Hydrofacials, dermal fillers, Botox, laser treatments, and a whole lot more. State-of-the-art care with the latest technology and expert providers. They are absolutely great. You got to check them out today or tomorrow or next week or tomorrow or today. Elace. That was like a yo-yo. Just zoom.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, just go.
Just go whenever you can. As soon as you get the opportunity, head down there. You'll love it.
And Panache, go there too. They've been living the fabulous life since 1987. Just
That's
go.
all our reads should be. Panache,
just
go
there.
Yes. Go there.
Yes.
Old Town Trolley, go there.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right.
From a chic haircut to a soul-soothing massage, their team is all about pampering you to the max. So get posh and go to getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
Boom.
All right. So we've got nostalgic posts you might appreciate if you grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
First one, therapist. Where did your trauma start? Yeah, this was definitely here, Atreyu. Yeah.
What is this movie?
Artrax.
What is it?
Artrax was the horse, and then Atreyu was the little guy.
What's the movie?
Oh, Never-Ending Story.
Oh, was that Never-Ending Story?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I don't remember that part from Never-Ending Story.
Oh, this is where the horse went down. Yeah.
I always think when I see this picture, first thing that comes to mind is the Princess Bride.
Very
with
similar.
The rat in the swamp and the
very
quicksand.
Similar
and
aesthetic.
yeah.
Very similar. Yeah. Next up, the furniture my grandparents left me versus the furniture I'm leaving my grandkids. yeah, definitely.
It's
right?
much different.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, next up, look at this joy with Nintendo 64. Look at that.
Yeah.
When you open that up Christmas morning.
That was almost my joy, except I had to save up and buy my own for Christmas.
Yeah.
I literally bought myself that for Christmas one year.
You probably treated it better than if somebody gave it as a gift.
I did. I still got it. Got it.
Wow.
It's in my house now.
You know, the best part is his outfit is in the Mosquito Museum right now.
It is. Yeah. It's great. His outfit is the Mosquito Museum.
Definitely. It's $1.2
$4 million on that outfit. Yep.
Next up, Chuck E. Cheese. I grew up with, and today's Chuck E. Cheese in the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
Right? He was just a dirty old mouse giving you pizza. Yeah.
He's kind of a gangster, you know? He's got the cigar.
Next up, rainy days in the 90s were the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the soggy pants?
Oh, yeah. I totally remember that. I remember how that felt. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next up, screw you, Spotify. Let me see your CD collection.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think I actually have a page with all of these CDs in that order right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, half of those are Mortal Kombat?
Right. That was a great soundtrack.
Then the All That album, really?
I don't know about that one.
I never
But no
would have
doubt
bought
Tragic
that.
Kingdom definitely had
No
that.
doubt, right?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a solid one. Space Jam. There were some jams on that album for sure.
The remake, not so good.
No.
No. Next up, they're selling Dave Chappelle's cracked out outfit at Banana Republic. Yeah, that's great. See how fashion just moves?
That is awesome. I got to get one of those.
Next up, they can't buy you class, and then there's me collecting the McDonald's mugs.
Batman.
Remember those? Had to have.
Yeah, that was the Batman with the nipples.
Right.
All the suits had the nipples on them.
on it, yes.
Everybody was up in arms.
Unbelievable. Next up, your teenage cell phones are now in a museum, right? There's that Qualcomm
That
phone
is
I
the
used
one.
to...
That's the one with the flip.
Yep, that's
you got
the one
it.
I had. Yep, definitely. And finally, point of view, you just got home from school and turned on TRL to watch Average Lavigne. Yeah.
Yep.
Canadian,
Yep.
yes.
Average Levine and mid sync. All
God
right,
bless
great.
ya. That's awesome.
Great stuff,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Great show. And see you later.
Bye, everybody.